So during our last adventure to an estate sale up in Bass Lake, California, just outside of North Fork, which is a geographical center of California, it was a second day. And most people who go to estate sales know that second days, the last day, I should say, some of them go longer than 2 days. The last day of the sale, everything was half off. We were just going just for something to do. We weren't looking to buy a lot of items, just some. But Mindy, my wife, found this. When she picked it up, the top popped off it, and a couple other pieces that I've put back on it. These were just putting back, pressing the nails into place, not using a hammer on it. But this nice little dollhouse here, and it sat for a couple days until I started looking it up, because it looked old to me. What we have on here, these are lithograph paper appliques, kind of like wallpaper, but that's what made these popular. This is made by R.Bliss. The toy company was R.Bliss Toy Company, 1890 to 1914. 1914, they were sold to another toy maker company who kept the same design, but the R.Bliss name was removed. You could buy these modern in kit form, put them together yourself. This was not a kit. This is an actual vintage R.Bliss dollhouse, and it's really cool. Now, I'm glad that for its age, it's held up so well. And when you see some of the features on it that are kind of not what they should be now, I think it did very well for the time it was kept. It looked like it was taken care of. It was loved and played with. But everything is still on there up into including the celluloid windows. And the lace is original to it. Only someone's put some tape, scotch tape to hold it on. Kids play with things and they improvise sometimes. And it worked for them. I'm not going to fault them. This is missing a few parts. You could see one of the fascia boards for the eave here is gone. That little bit of crown molding, you'll never find that unless somebody specifically reproduces that. I was going to make some using the exact copy of this to do it, but it's just too much work, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Plus, it would take away from the value of being the original piece. Then you look, there's a little missing step, but they're all missing. I don't care how good someone thinks they have, it's not there. Now, if you look up here, a little girl who loved this home, a little closer to me, she wrote probably her house number, was it 948? And the door kind of stays open now, but I can get it to close. I'm not going to do it just because it'll tear the lithograph off it. But you can see in this circle, right there at the end of my big finger, there is a letter R, Bliss, company, C-O. And you can see into the little windows. And look at the detail, of course, in the lithograph printing. Little veranda up here, still a little dusty. Move to this side. This is a natural occurring gap, so you can open it without tearing your roof. Those little hammer marks came from, unfortunately, the roof is broken off right there, which caused the back to crack, which is typical for old wood. Now, see, this isn't plywood. This is one piece of wood for the back, and typically you can see that on some old clocks. They crack the same way. So we need some TLC where that comes from. The new owner can fix it up. Haven't sold it yet. Gonna go this side. You can see a little bit of water damage here. Okay. A little bit of loss of the lithograph there. But they do sell period replacement pieces. Now, let's knock on the door and go in. You mind a visitor? Here we go. You ready? Taking a trip back in time. Now, I haven't wiped down the inside, but you can see what I'm talking about here. That's the old lace and original configuration to it. And just a little girl put some tape in it. There's a door and there's a latch to hold it closed. I'm not going to bend it because I don't want to break it. But I'm pretty sure just a little bit of adjustment, it'll work just fine. Then we go in. Check out, turn it to some light. Check out that wallpaper in there. Now that's 1890s to 1914 wallpaper. It goes up to the second story. You can see there where it's had a little bit of period repair. 1930s, probably 1940s repair. Things like this usually didn't leave a family. This was probably a mother's. And there is a little girl's name up in the corner. You can see a little bit of handwriting. And first name was Selena. And if I could cipher the last name when I make a video, I will put it in the description of what her name was. But, just think, man, how much fun this made for a little girl playing somewhere. Kind of matches a scrapbook that I found at the same place in the ephemera, where it was just nothing but old house design inside, like different rooms, how they should look. And I'm sure she imagined all that. And, sorry, camera remotes there, but... this way. But pretty nice. Now is coming up with a value for it. Now I did find one, and the sites that have these, I'm sorry, that was a pretty big bump. The site that has these, or that had it for sale, listed this at $650. It was probably at a little bit more better shape, and I'm going to go back and look at the photos, but I'm still thinking $300 to $400 for this one. I know it's not full collectible price, but I was told that this was a very sought after design. It's called the Keyhole house, because if you notice right up here, that is shaped like an antique skeleton key. Pretty cool, isn't it? So we'll see. This is going to be on eBay probably in a couple days. Or if anybody's really interested and loves it and wants to wait, $500 and it's yours. And shipping shouldn't be that much, but it's got to be packaged, double boxed, wrapped, and whatever I can do to protect it has to be done. There's cardboard boxes and double wrapping and extra padding, which I have an abundance of. But yep, anybody wants it for that price? If not, I expect it to be sold within a couple days of putting it on or listing it locally. I haven't decided which I'm going to do. I think I have someone in mind for this that would pay that price. So check it out. And if anybody's interested, of course, let me know. And it's not going anywhere for the time being. Unless someone sees this and wants it. So, again, thanks for watching. And I do have some more cool items I'll be putting up later on. But this was definitely a very good find. We'll see you on down the road. Treasures galore.